Oh, right. What is up, YouTube Inquiry? We have some relatively interesting deck profiles today. We're still like in new format. Everybody's got that new car smell going on out there. And everybody's just kind of wanting to explore things right now. First list we have today is from Patrick Adams. He Facebooked me this and said, hey, I've been doing relatively low locals with this. I've been topping every week. And I didn't ask many more details than that because I wanted to profile this. So we have Buster Blade. Now this is Dragon Whelp Union Carrier shenanigans, where we can still abuse the decks. Same thing you do every time you play this deck. You get the Dragon Buster on the field, equipped to the Buster Blader, and your opponent can't special summon or do really anything with their extra deck. It's quite ingenious. So, we have 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of Buster Blade, then we have triple copies of Buster Whelp, the Destruction Swordsman, 1 copy of Chaos Dragon Lavioneer. Then we have triple copies of Crusadia Draco because the whole Crusadia package going up through the lines for the Guard Dragons is really what this deck wants to do. And what better way to do so? And then we have 1 copy of Bigfoot, 1 copy of Mothman, 1 Danger Nessie, 2 Jackalope, 2 Tsuchinoko, 1 Destrudo, 2 copies of the Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, and then we have 2 copies of Jester Conflict. So you can only control 1 of these. You can special summon this card from your hand in attack position if summoned this way during your opponent's next end phase. Target 1 face of monster opponent controls, return both that target and this face-up card to your hand. This is just a level 1 that you're able to beam out to make climbing link ladders a little bit easier for this deck. We have 1 Brotar, 1 Red MD, with 1 Monster Reborn, 1 for 1, triple copies of the Twin Twister. We have triple copies of the World Legacy Guard Dragon. Still activation search, or on activation, gives you removal and gives you a reborn, which is actually pretty good. Then we have 1 Destruction Sword Flash, 2 copies of the Destruction Sword Memories, 2 Prologue of the Destruction Swordsman, and 2 copies of Trap Trick, because, getting access to multiple copies of these, whatever situation you find yourself in, you're like, oh, hey, we can do this. Very nice. Down here in the extra deck, we have 2 copies of Saruja. Draw power, special summon from the hand, getting access to your Buster Whelp. It's quite ingenious and good in this deck, especially when you can get 4 monsters on the field. No problemo. Then we have 1 Almirage, 1 Link Kribo, 1 Heavenly Spheres, a free bounce, and a special summon is pretty good. 1 Pisty and 1 Elby because we can still do the whole Guard Dragon shenanigans ourselves. 1 Destruction Soldier of Chaos, because Buster Blader is a level 7 or higher monster, so we can meet the conditions for this thing. Then we have 2 copies of Buster Dragon, 1 Borreload Savage Dragon, 1 Starving Venom, 1 Mud Dragon, and 2 copies of the Buster Blader, the Dragon Destroyer Swordsman. Side deck we have triple Drone Lockbird, triple Dark Ruler No More, triple Super Poly, 2 EEV. We get access to some cool darks in our deck, I guess, for this thing. 1 Imperial Order, and triple copies of Solemn Judgment. Wrapping up, a little bit of a shout out to Buster Blader here. I do think that this is a relatively cool deck that you could, if you're a rogue player and you enjoy it and you still love the Guard Dragon package for what it does for you, you can still do things with it. Next list we have here, this is a Pendulum Odd Eyes deck. Yes, that's right. This ended up winning its UDS tournament. The Buddy Force ended up posting this on YouTube. And I was like, let's go give a shout out to this deck, because Pendulums are in that really awkward place right now. They just recently lost one of their beloved monsters. And, well, with the loss of Electromite, we got to look to other Avengers. And I mean, Draco Master of the Tenyi is one of those better cards for this deck. So, we have triple copies of Chronograph Sorcerer, 1 copy of Destrudo, 1 copy of the Little Mystical Beast Jackal, 2 copies of the Jackal King, and we have triple copies of the Mystical Beast Master Cerberus. We have 1 Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, 2 copies of Odd Eyes Persona, 2 Phantom Dragon, 1 Odd Eyes Dissolver, 1 Odd Eyes Synchron Perform a Pal Friend, triple copies of Darkworm, 2 copies of Gate Zero, 1 Tempest Dragon Ruler of Storms, 1 Time Gazer, and triple copies of the Odd Eyes Arc Pendulum. Did you guys know that this card is actually really good? Because it actually is. Then we have 2 copies of Allure Darkness. I mean, you play so many darks in this deck, it doesn't even matter. Like, you're just turboing for resources. 1 Dragon Ravine for dumping. one Dragon Shrine, one Duelist Alliance, one Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Sky Iris, triple copies of Searching for an Odd Eyes card, then one Terraforming. Extra deck down here we have one Triple Burst Dragon, one IP Masquerano, one Heavenly Spheres, one Pit or LP, one Romulus, one Draco Masters, one Borreload, one Blackluster Soldier, one Appaloosa, one Odd Eyes, one Bigfoot, Meteor Burst, one Savage, and two copies of Odd Eyes Vortex Dragon, wrapping up the Buddy Forces list that they posted for the world for this deck. Next here, we have the Spyral list. This was also sent to me by the young duelist that did well out of the PPG. He said, "Hey, Robbie." He's like, "Will you cover my list?" I do want to say that the Scrap Engine is particularly interesting in this deck. Also, as a side note, Watchcat is really spicy. The fact that if you control the monsters, you get to special summon this from your hand, which automatically will set up your Were-Arthal. And then, during your end phase, this card was special summoned. You can banish this card, set one continuous spell directly from your deck. We don't give two craps about that. We just care that it's a special summon level 1 target that lets us climb our link ladders a little bit easier. So, we have one copy of Jet Synchron. Yay, tuners. Triple copies of Magician Souls because this card is nuts. One Drones, one Last Resort, two Master Plan, one Quick Fix, one Sleeper. Only one Super Agent in this build, by the way. We have one Golem, triple Scrap Recycler, and triple copies of the Watchcat. Watch out, he might get you. Spells are triple Call by the Grave, one Foolish Barrel, triple Goods, one Into the Void, one Monster Reborn, one for one, two Cars, one Assault, one Resort, one Upstart Goblin, triple Were-Arthal, one second Monster Reborn, because summoning to a zone that a Link monster points to, not bad. Then we have triple copies of the Rescue. Down here in the extra deck, we have one copy of Abomination. Quite honestly, this card's getting a little bit more hype right now, just because getting the Destruction multiple times during each end phase actually is absurd. Then we have one Trigate, one Scrap Wyvern, one Double Helix, one Link Karibo, one Unicorn, one Phoenix, and one Cerberus, one IP Masquerano, one Curious Boy, one Boral Sword, one Barricade Borg Blocker, one Appaloosa, one Princess Bite, and the one copy of Draco Sack. Draco Sack just literally allows you to extend out into more zones. It's the main reason why I play this card. We have triple Ansia, two copies of DD Crow, one Pankratops, triple Drone Lockbird, triple Twin Twister, two evenly matched, and one copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up the Watchcat Spyral deck list. I think in terms of combo ability and things out there that this is one of the more interesting lists that we've seen as of late, especially in combination with the Scrap Engine. But I'll never play this. I'm the guy that always draws the refrigerator every single time. And the last list we have here, CW White sent me this on Facebook. He said he got second place at the No Limit Gaming Sneak Preview Tournament. And it is with Mekk-Knight Invoked, of all things. This deck definitely has been on my back burner for a majority of the whole 2 weeks of this format. You always leave it up here, because you never know when it's going to strike back. And it was interesting to see this deck ended up getting second. So, we have triple copies of Alistair the Invoker, two copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, two copies of DD Crow, one Danger Nessie, two Jackalope, two Little Tsuchinoko, one Pankratops, two Blue Sky, one Indigo Eclipse, and triple copies of Purple Dankfall. Spells, we have two copies of Cosmic Cyclone, two copies of the Instant Fusion, two Ripple copies of Invocation, triple copies of Magical Meltdown, with two copies of the Mind Control, two Desires, one Terraforming, triple Evenly Matched, and triple copies of Infinite Permarino, wrapping up the main deck here. Down here in the extra deck, we have one Secure Guard now, one Almirage, one Lambda, one Morningstar, one Abermax, one Unicorn, one Phoenix, one of our favorite OTK machine, one Blackluster Soldier, one Alistair, 1,000 Eyes, one Purgatrio, two Makaba, and one Caliga. Down here in the side deck, we have triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Dark Ruler No More, two copies of Twin Twister, two copies of Crackdown, one Red Rebuto, triple copies of There Can Only Be One, and one copy of the World Legacy Secret, wrapping up your chunk of deck profiles, ladies and gentlemen. So, what do you guys think about these decks? Especially the Odd Eyes list. Very, very interesting. Guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these lists. I like reading my comments on these styles of things. And well, guys, I'm out. The ride never truly ends. Thank you, patrons, for helping support the channel. Without you guys, I don't know if I'd still be doing this. And for those of you that like Cardfight Vanguard, FanCool40 is here for all your content needs. And those of you asking if I sell cards, mcoolgames.com for all your trading card game needs. Check the description for more interesting info. Thanks for watching, guys.